Hello, in this video I will try to talk about the Palantir and Asana debut in the New York Stock Exchange today, the 30th of September 2020. So what you're looking at right now is a Rule 424B disclosure they filed today, the 30th of September 2020, with the SEC. And this is normally filed when your equity is now, or when an equity is now going to be freely traded in the public sphere. So you can see what Investopedia folks have about this rule. This is a Rule 424B4 of the Securities Act of 1933 stipulates this. The Securities Act of 1939 helps investors make more informed decisions by requiring security issuers to complete and file registration statements, including financial and other material information with the SEC before their securities are available for public purchase. So that's what has happened with Palantir. So we'll begin by just digesting. There isn't anything really to digest in terms of data. I can show you here on Charles Schwab. Look at this. This is Asana. There isn't anything, and you can see down here it's saying trading halted. And let's refresh again. It's still the same. So Palantir, we'll try PLTR. Yes. Still the same thing. Trading halted. You can see there isn't anything there because they haven't started trading yet. This will be their first time, so there isn't anything to really talk about other than what they have disclosed. So we will just go back, and this is more of they have this unique class structure about three class of common stock or something or stuff like that. So this is the class A common stock, and this is probably this covers that common stock. So there might be other filings we will see. So let's just quickly digest this. We are looking at this form 424B4 disclosure. So let's go down to the table of content, and the most interesting thing, well, some of the interesting things should be use of proceeds. And let's see. Registered stockholders may or may not elect to sell shares of our Class A common stock covered by this prospectus. To the extent any registered stockholder chooses to sell shares of our Class A common stock covered by this prospectus, we will not receive any proceeds from any such sales of our common Class A stock. Okay, so they will not receive any proceeds from that. So, well, probably the next other interesting piece of information will be okay. Let's quickly look at capitalization, see what they're saying there. The following table sets forth cash and cash equivalents and restricted cash, as well as our capitalization as of June 30th, 2020, as follows: on the actual basis and on pro forma basis, giving effect to the capital stock conversion as if such conversion had occurred on June 30th, 2020. In the automatic conversion and reclassification of warrants to purchase shares of preferred stock into warrants to purchase shares of common stock in connection with the capital stock conversion. Okay, that's a whole lot of stuff they're talking about over there. So we'll try and see if we can what is this they're talking about here. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the table of content and see what okay, selected consolidated financial data. Okay, so we have revenue up till the end of June 30th. We have everything's in thousands, so we have 481 $0.2 million in revenue. Gross profit is 132 million or 133 million. Okay, sorry, cost of revenue, sorry, then gross profit is 348.5 million, and total operating expenses 517.8 million. Loss from operations is 169.3 million US dollars. So net loss is 164.7 million. So they're still running losses. Then this is the balance sheet. Cash and cash equivalents as at June 30th, 2020 is this is 1.5 billion. Restricted cash, current and non-current. Working capital, debt and non-current portion net 297.5 million. Stockholders equity deficit is 1.4 billion. Did they have any cash flow analysis? We don't have anything like that in this section. No, they don't have it. So cash and cash equivalents. All right. So we don't have anything concerning free cash flow and cash flow, but we have that cash and cash equivalents. We'll just take that as 1.5 million. So any debt, any financing, 297 million. That's just debt, so we don't exactly know how that came about. Okay, but any more of that will be in previous disclosures. We covered Palantir. We covered their S1 disclosure where they may have covered. I believe they covered cash flow statements in that disclosure. So okay, we'll go back and try and cover Asana. So this is we're still on Palantir. So let's look at this is the one we looked at now. It was disclosed today, and there are some other ones they disclosed yesterday. So but let's go and have a look at Asana. Okay, that is also the case with them. You can see they have it's today 30th of September 2020. So we will look at this 424B4. Okay, they have 30 million and some fraction shares. Okay, this is okay. Because they are now currently trading, they are now the shares are now available for the public to buy freely. So they have to file this as we indicated earlier on. So do we need to cover use of proceeds? Okay, let's cover use of proceeds. Registered stockholders may or may not elect to sell. Okay, it's the same thing they were talking about over there, like in Asana. So let's quickly try and see what we are going to look at again. Okay, selected consolidated financial data. Okay, consolidated statements of operations data. Revenue is everything is in thousands, so 99 million US dollars. Cost of revenue is $13.2 million. Gross profit is $86.5 million. Operating expenses, research and development, $48 million. Sales and marketing, $74.9 million. General and administrative, $25.9 million. So net loss is 76.91 million. Let's missed where we were. So cost of revenue. Okay, we've covered that. Okay, consolidated balance sheet. Okay, cash and cash equivalents and marketable securities. Okay, 455 million point 455.9 million US dollars. Working capital is $368.3 million. Okay, and then this down here we have net cash used in operating activities as at end of July 31st 2020. It's it's a negative of 40.2 million US dollars, and then free cash flow is also in a negative of $38.97 million. So yeah, okay, so we will include the link to these two disclosures on Palantir and Asana. So we will now go over and continue with other equities we are dealing with today. So the other one is Duke Energy. So DUK. So Duke Energy was trending in the pre-market, so hence this gap we are seeing over here. It's up 7.1%. There might be some piece of news over here concerning Duke Energy. Okay, it says fuel savings will decrease bills for Duke Energy Carolinas customers in South Carolina beginning from October 1. So it was a stock on the move, one of them. Okay, there was definitely something that affected the equity to gap like that in the pre-market. So you can see it has a market capitalization of 60.6 billion. It's a large cap company. Duke Energy is an energy company. The company operates through three segments: electric utilities and infrastructure, gas utilities and infrastructure, and commercial renewables. So you can see put call ratio of late has just spiked. You can see it. We have a ratio of 1.5 1.5 even, but as at the last 30 days it's been 0.5, indicating that some rotation has started to occur in the option side of the equity. So let's update this. So Duke has evidently been trading sideways for a long time, pretty much. Okay, let's say from the 26th of June, it's been trading between 78, I'll call it 79, and 88 of late. So it's just you can see what that gap that has suddenly occurred. You can see that's a very steep line. That definitely is as a result of a very strong momentum. Okay, and currently trading. Okay, right now it's trading above its medium and long-term trend lines, and but for some time, as of yesterday, it was just right in their mix. And you can see the relative strength index. It still has a lot of room, not overbought. So we'll try and go back to the next equity is RUN. Sunrun Inc. I believe they also in the solar business. At some point today, they were also in the pre-markets. They were doing badly, but suddenly they have they've shrugged that off. And do we have any piece of news here concerning Sunrun? It's a mid-cap company, market cap of 9.2 billion. JP Morgan adjusts Sunrun's price target to $79 from $61, maintains overweight rating. Goldman Sachs downgrades Sunrun to neutral from buy, adjust price target to $61 from $48. So it's definitely one of the equities that was gapping down, as we evidently saw that chart. So that's okay. It's of great interest to some ETFs. You can see evidently some ETFs hold the company, who holds this equity. Sunrun is engaged in the design, development, installation, sale, ownership, and maintenance of residential solar energy system projects in the United States. The company is engaged in providing solar energy services and products to its customers as of December 31, 2016. It operated a fleet of residential solar energy systems in the United States with approximately 134,000 customers across 16 states, as well as the District of Columbia. Okay, so as we guessed, that was the case. Let's have a look at the charts and then see what people are saying. We didn't cover what people are saying concerning Palantir and Asana and Duke as well. So let's see what people are saying concerning Ron. Someone. Sorry, we were rudely interrupted over there, and so this is what they're saying here. Huh? Someone said red today. Move out of the F out of the way. You don't deserve to invest in Ron. Okay. Uptrend continues. We definitely pull back, but as long as its price stands above 10-day and 20-day moving average, the upward trend will not be reserved. What you guys think about playing two positions, some run, swing trading up while holding VSL short? If something drops dramatically, there's insurance. In the last month, so run has been trending in the 42.61 and 45.27 range, which is quite wide. Yeah, that's what Chatmail is indicating. When a company like Sunrun fundamentally changes the power grid of the US in favor of average homeowners and to the detriment of greedy utilities, $200 plus price levels in the next couple of years, no stretch of the imagination, go even higher. Forget the election, it's all background noise, tune it out. Tesla's making batteries on Mars. Ron has the sales / up channels, leadership infrastructure procedures in place to smash shields, installation and maintenance for decades to come. This is not a short-term play. It is a fundamental change to the new way to the way tens of millions of Americans power their lives. Ron is a major disruptor at a time when it matters the most. Invest in resilience, peace of mind, sustainability, and control. Invest in Ron and other solar manufacturers, installers, and related companies. Okay, so let's not waste all the time on Ron. Let's have a look at other equities. So the next one will be YJ. Yunjin Inc. This is a penny stock, micro cap, 372.6 million. You can see what happened in the pre-market. There was a huge spike and gained a lot. Yes. Um, let's come over here and have a look at the opinions over here on stock tweets. While it's still coming up, let's come over back here and see what's going on with charts. It's been declining and declining since the beginning of the year. This is a downward looking equity, and it was trading from as high as $505.81. Here's why UNG stock popped and dropped today. Just can't win if you aren't able to trade in the pre-market. I'm holding big bag at $2.06. China is a risky trade right now, like the revenues. Why would this news take us to $4.28 and then drop down close to 52-week low, 7 times average volume 2? China's paying my bills this month. Chinese fintech hot today, MTC low float still not today. News out today as 12.8 million US dollars in first ever live stream with 10.7 million views. High of $4.38, now trading at $2.06. 1.3 billion in revenues, down 88% since IPO in early May. ByteDance owns this company, same parent as TikTok. Also watching ITRM and CTIC. UNG, a leading membership-based social e-commerce platform, today reported that it generated 87.5 million renminbi compared to 12.8 million US dollars in gross merchandise value and 10.7 million views during its first ever live stream show on September 25 on Douyin, a leading Chinese live stream platform owned by ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok. Okay, so that's a bit of news about UG. Okay, so let's go over to the next one. It's PLL, that's Piedmont. We've been covering Piedmont for some days now. PLL. Okay, it's trading lower again today. It's down 3.7%. There isn't a lot of let's see what the chart is saying. Volume is low, seller exhaustion, a lot more buyers than sellers. I should think it's a lot more sellers than buyers, I think, should be. Bulls calling up their brokers after buying at $40. Big wedge pattern forming. Let's try to do a little bit better than yesterday. We'll be doing this. If I will be doing this, I wouldn't be holding such a big bag. Usually strong activity with large buys, small news. Okay, so back on the charts. Yesterday there was a high up here at 36 and some fraction, $37. Today it's yesterday it was at 25 25 and some fraction. It's just closed down a bit. It's trading down a bit, which we evidently saw 3% and some fraction. So recently, yes, we had this spike. So it is trading at very risky levels. This is so way off from its price range. It's way off from its price range for the best part of this year. So it's an equity to be careful with when you're trading. You may be correcting or may not be. So, but what is certain is that the price at which it's trading is definitely not a very comfortable one based on previous data. You can see where the rest of the previous price range are. You can see they're all right there on just slightly above $5, and now it's almost 5 times that now. So we have to be careful. So we will go and see the next one, CTIC. Yes, one of the ones on the equities mentioned in that stock tweet over there. CTIC. It's up 133.3%. CTI by Pharma Corp. It's a micro cap, 77.4 million US dollars. It's actually trading equity and options. Okay, Needham and Co. adjust CTI by Pharma price target to $6 from $3, maintains buy rating. US Research Roundup extended Stay America. Huntsman Spire, okay. Balls, US stocks in the move, yes, it was one of them. You can see that gap we have over there. You can see this gap. See? So, well, let's see what's going on with the chart and come back here and see what the folks here are saying. CTIC is up 137.14%. Please don't short more. JP Morgan maintains CTI by Pharma coverage with market outperform and price target of $4. Gotta love this. Got lots more left in the fuel tank. Okay, let's see whether we can have a look and see what the short interest on this is. We don't CTIC, okay. They don't have any data on that, so let's see if we can return back here and see whether there's anything. See, it's saying short interest is 0.5. It could be more or less. Okay, before we round up, we see what's going on with some walks. It's slightly up 2%. So for some time now, it's been consolidating, trading more at a safer range. Trading more at a safer range. It's definitely a micro cap. So let's see what the chart's saying. Okay, you can see the short-term trend lines are gradually growing to catch up and meet up with it. So if it continues to sustain this sort of gradual and steady consolidation, then it might make things safer, because at the moment now it is at its current price. We determined some days ago that it is trading at its 30 standard deviation, which is a very risk point in the whole scheme of its price ranges. You know, so we're talking about where the tail risk is very high. It could even be higher than that at this point. It was extremely high, and this point is also it's still high. But if it remains and maintains this sort of price range, it sustains this sort of modest activity, modest momentum, then things might cool off a bit. But right now, it is still very, very red hot, very red hot. Okay, and let's see what people are saying here on Sunworks, on stock tweets. Sunwalk, our